Oh, I guess I've been live for the last 9 seconds. So, hello everyone, it's Eloy. Good evening, good morning, or good day wherever you are. I'm actually wow, the lighting sucks here. I apologize. So, just to let you know that I'm actually back from the Philippines. A couple of hours ago, landed at LAX. And for those of you who are interested in traveling, especially to the Philippines, I will have follow-up videos after this live stream. I'm not going to post them right away, but they should be um, posted hopefully the next few days. I have hopefully lots. Some of them are going to be short. Some of them, maybe a couple, are going to be long. But hopefully, it's to provide some insight, helpful information if you're deciding to go to the Philippines. A couple of myth busters, some realities, and certain things. So I left just a little bit of an overview. I left the United States from LAX to Manila. November 6th, got there November 8th. I I then so I was there November 8th and left November 29th at 9 o'clock. Returned today at November 29th at 5:40 in the afternoon, and I've just done a little bit of cleaning. That's why it's taking me a while. I actually wanted to come home and start doing a video after I cleaned up some stuff. But things just didn't work out. I had a lot of stuff to clean. Couldn't find my house key, and I couldn't even find my car key. I couldn't find my car. So anyway, so a little bit about that. So actually, I've actually yeah, since I'm already in that subject, my mind's just all over the place. So I have a lot of thoughts, and I apologize if I'm bouncing all over the place. Anyway, so I got home at around 5:40 via Philippine Airlines, which has mediocre service in my opinion. Could do a little better. Would be nice. Um, so they serve two meals. Basically, flight attendant service is been limited to just handing you your food tray with a bottle of water and beverage if you wanted something along with that. And after that, they disappear. So it wasn't too bad of a flight. It was a 12-hour flight from Manila to LAX. Not a lot of hiccups after Manila, just the flight and then on to LAX. But before I go to that one, I actually advise, or at least don't do what I did if you want to say like goodbye to someone at the airport. So I actually got at the airport at around 7. My flight was supposed to leave at 9 o'clock. So boarding started at 8:15, and you're supposed to check in like 3 hours before. So I actually, oh wow, you know what? I guess it was my bad because I didn't get there till around 7 o'clock. So I guess I should have been there. Uh, wow, probably around 6, which is actually a good idea. Actually, if you're leaving out of Manila to LAX, so it's a very tedious process. So if you're an American citizen, Filipino citizen, or dual citizen, this may be pertinent. But if you're anything other, like a seafarer, student, first-time immigrant, this may or may not apply to you. So I may not know the answers, but I'm just going to speak from experience. So I went there. I got there at 7 o'clock. I had two bags, two check-in luggages, and one carry-on. I had to go through security. The guy was asking me if I had a COVID test, and I said no. I'm going to PAL LAX, which I guess makes you exempt. So I didn't really have to provide any health certificate. Hello, if you just joined me. So I didn't have to provide any health certificate. He took my temperature, waved me in, had to go through security. This is the part where you put your luggage in. I put both luggage, my carry-on, I didn't have to take my drone or my laptop out. I didn't have to take my shoes. So I go there, and it's a lot of security. So at that point, the guy is asking me questions like, where are you heading off to? Where'd you go? Where have you been the last 14 days? Did you pack anything? Basically illegal stuff that's prohibited, like any explosive sort of liquids or anything, batteries or stuff like that. So then he waves me through. You get into a line. So you get into a line that moves really slow, and some people are socially distancing, some people aren't. But people have their face mask and face shield, which is mandatory, and you inch along. So I got there at 7, and I actually got to the next part after this line, which is to actually they swab your belongings. So I guess that's checking for any explosive residue or anything like that. So you're in line for that. So there are about 3 or 4 stations. They have you load your bag onto a table or a counter, and then you open it. They swab it. Then they go to the next one, and then you close it, and then you get in another line. So you get in another line, and during this time it was about 7:45 already, and like I said, boarding was like 8:15, and you're waiting there, and they have a flight that leaves for Guam at 10:35. So they had people mixed in that were leaving for LAX, and which just made it frustrating for those people trying to get through to their flight, which would be boarding in a few minutes. So finally, he had an idea and realized that there were still people that are online, in line to go to the counter to get processed to get their boarding pass to go to LAX. So you get on that line, you wait a little bit until somebody opens up. Luckily, there were like 3 or 4, but they're taking their sweet diddly because certain people have like 5, 6 boxes. I guess those are some people that are going to want. So, but for the most part, you go to the counter, and the ticketing agent or whatever she's called, the assistants, where they actually give you your boarding pass. So you have to provide your passport and your reservation or your ticket, and then they'll give you a boarding pass. Provided that you actually there's a new thing that you have to do. You have to scan a QR code because LA City is requiring you to provide contact information. So I told her I don't have a QR reader on my phone, so she gave me an online address. I think it's like LA City COVID something. I forgot. I'll try and dig it up. Let me see if I can dig it up right now since I'm live anyway. But it's for contact tracing, which happens a lot in the Philippines, which I'm actually surprised doesn't really happen a lot here in America. How come it's not really giving me manage history? How come I Googled it and it's not coming out? Yeah, I can't seem to. Oh no, it's on the wrong phone. Duh. Sorry about that. Let's see. All right, it's travel.lacity.org, and it sort of looks like this. So let's see if you can see it. Los Angeles. So it's travel.lacity.org, and basically you give out your information, and it's contact tracing, your telephone number, your name, and I think it asks for your address or just your email and your telephone number. So you have to do that, and if you don't do it, then you don't get a boarding pass. So I actually did it, got my boarding pass. Well, actually, a little bit. So I told her I didn't have a QR code, right? So she says, well, you have to go to this travel.lacity.org, and you can register without a QR code. And she said, she said, oh, by the way, she says, I gotta go real quick. She said, step aside. And then I guess she tried to get somebody else. Then I guess she needed to go pee. So she says, oh, yeah, I'll be right back. And I'm thinking, oh, wait, this is already like 7:55, and I'm boarding, and I have to go to like gate 14. And you know, she's a few minutes later, she's still not back. And I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? So the guy next to me says, oh, she had to go pee. I go, huh? He said, why could she leave my boarding pass? She said, she has my boarding pass. So then you see her running back. And I said, I need my boarding pass. So she hands it over. So, and it also, if if you're a dual citizen, you don't have to pay the travel tax, another benefit. So you get your boarding pass, and then you go to more security, and then you go to immigration, the Philippine immigration. And I actually, when I was in the Philippines, I had both my Philippine and my U.S. Passport stamped, and they let me through, and then on the way back, they did the same thing. It's a very quick process, and the lines are very short. Surprisingly, it's just minutes. So I get through there, I get through immigration, then I had to go through, right after that, I had to go through security, where they check your passport and your boarding pass again, and then about 10 feet later, they check your passport and your boarding pass again, which doesn't make sense. And in the meantime, they're in their column saying, uh, now warning, flight 102 to LAX, and you're trying to rush, and these guys are like taking their sweet diddly time. So, but then I guess they started rushing, because they just said, final boarding for flight 102 to LAX. So after that, then you have to go through X-ray again, but this time you have to take your shoes off. But since they were running late, they said, hey, just go ahead and put it in there. So I throw my wallet, my passport, my coin purse, I guess, and the other stuff. I put it on there, put it in a little box. And then I actually put my bag, and I said, do you want me to take my drone out? Do you want me to take my laptop? They said, no, just go ahead. So I guess when they're in a hurry. So, I mean, I was the last few. So I get that. And then guess what? Another check to see if it's you. Passport and boarding pass. And you go there, and then you walk to the gate. You walk towards the airplane, and the stewardess are asking, where's your passport and where's your boarding pass? All right, go that way. So I noticed that that the plane was less than half full, and this is like I'm one of the last ones to enter. And I'm thinking, oh shit, I'm gonna be able to. I said, look at this. This is like the middle of the plane is empty. Like I could probably, oh, sorry, my LED light fell. So I said, oh, I could probably go on to get an upgrade here. But actually, I did bid on an upgrade. It's $25. And I didn't get any response. I thought, oh, maybe they could just do it. But then, so I sat down, I asked the stewardess, and I said, hey, because we got, you know, uh, you know, uh, we sort of like got pushed out towards the back of the back of the plane, behind the wing, and it's friggin' crowded. Every single seat was occupied on the back of the train. I mean, not the plane, the train, the plane. And I'm thinking, how the hell will this plane fly when you have most of the passengers on the tail end of the plane? It's gonna be going like this, and I'm thinking, there's something wrong here. So anyway, I'm sitting in like row 50 something, and I sit down, and I'm in the middle of two women, and everything is filled. So I asked the stewardess, I said, hey, I actually put in a bid for a premium, an economy premium. I said, any word on that? Is there any way I can go ahead and get that, or what? Because I'm talking about shitloads of seats that are open. There must be, and this is literally like towards the back of the plane. Oh, so there's economy, and then I guess there's premium and economy premium, and then there's premium, and then there's business class. So there must be like six or seven, and that's pretty, you know. And I guess that's kind of, you know, it's not conservative or liberal. It's just spot on. I counted six. Maybe I counted five. But anyway, so I asked her. I said, "Hey, is there any way I can move up there?" Since I said it's pretty much empty. Well, and so the stewardess. Oh, no, actually, it wasn't even the stewardess. It's the ticketing agent. She comes in, struts in. You know, she doesn't have. You can tell the stewardess. The stewardess got this. She looks like you know. She's got this. She almost looks like she works in a hospital. She's got the bonnet. She got the face shield. She got the mask. She got the gloves. She got the blue. Philippine airline. It's like a baby blue, aqua-ish color suit, and that's the stewardess. She says, "Let me ask, you know, the front desk or the front people. I don't know what they're called." So you know, this woman in a suit with a cravat talks to me, and I and I said I put in a bid for an upgrade. Is there any way I can go up front? And she says, "Well, did you get an email?" I said, "No." She said, "Well, did you talk to the clerks up front?" "No, because I was running late." She says, "Well, you can't go up there." I said, "Why not?" She says, "Well, it's for people who paid for those seats and those upgrades." Well, I said, "Well, I put a bid in." I said, "Can I get in now?" I said, "There's nobody sitting there. If nobody bid and you get shitloads of seats up there, you think I would have won that bid?" Just no. No, you don't get to sit up there. I said, "What?" I said, "Why can't I sit up there?" Well, how did she put it? She says it's for social distancing. I go, huh? I said, "How can that be social distancing?" I said, "Everybody is here isn't socially distancing." I said, "Every seat is occupied. How can that be socially distancing?" She says, "Well, back here you have the air circulating." I go, "Huh?" You get the air circulating. I said, "What do you mean you got the air circulating?" "Well, for COVID, we have the air to circulate." I says, "But the air is circulating all over the plane." I said, "What the hell?" So basically, I said, "Well, what are you trying to say? You're trying to say I can't sit up there?" "Yeah, you can't sit up there." I said, "But," and I'm thinking, you idiots. That's, if everybody who bid 25, which is the lowest number you put in, Philippine Airlines, improve your service, please. If this is like a freaking auction and your lowest bid is 25, why don't you tell them that you have a reserve price? Otherwise, honor your freaking bids in your stupid auctions. This is why you get such a low rating. If you gave everybody that bid $25 or maybe even more a seat up there, you would have made extra $25 per person. So if you had 10 people go up there, you would have made an extra $250. Can't believe you, Philippine Airlines. I just unfreaking believable. So anyway, so that's the flight. Philippine Airlines, a little bit of a ranting and raving there. I had chicken adobo with scrambled egg and rice. The food is really sparse. Or you can have pasta, pork pasta. Have I had pork pasta? So I think it's like pork. I think she called it like pork stroganoff. I've heard of beef stroganoff, but pork stroganoff. Anyway, it didn't look like beef stroganoff because the noodles are pretty damn long. They're pretty wide. They'll feed you anything at the on the airplane, and you'll probably eat it because you got nowhere else to go. So they don't even give you the large water bottle that they give you on your way to the Philippines. When you go to the Philippines and Philippine Airlines, they give you this like a liter and a half or 2 liter bottle of water, so you don't have to keep asking them. So I guess Filipinos get really thirsty on the flight, so they give you like this 2 liter bottle. But yet on the way back, they give you a little bitty like 8-ounce bottle, like that'll do. It's like, come on. So yeah, and if on the entertainment are lousy. They have movies from like 10 years ago, and the only thing that I watched was like 1917 or something, which actually was okay. It wasn't really. I watched half of it on the way to, and then coming back. So so yeah. Other than that, they weren't. So the airplane was half full, and we were all crammed all the way in the back. Crammed all the way in the back. Come on. Do some social distancing every other seat, like the real airlines. And then what? You keep the middle empty, and then you cram everybody in the back. Oh my God, you people! So no wonder you don't get good grades, Philippine Airlines. No common sense. And it's not just Philippine Airlines. I'm very process oriented, but shit, I went to Jollibee, and they seem to be process oriented. Everything's. I didn't know that this is a drawback from being processed from quality. It's not quality improvement. It's just developing a process. I think somebody said we're going to develop a process, and we don't give a shit if it's improves quality, or we're not going to reassess how we can improve it. It's basically, yeah, we have a process. So I went to Jollibee. I guess I went too many times. I was out there the 23 days. I ordered, I guess, a C4 or C5, which is two-piece chicken, and I ordered a large drink, which is actually reasonable. You got to be careful when you're in the Philippines. The number looks really, really deceiving or tempting because you think, oh, 195. You go, oh, $1.95. It's not $1.95, fool. 195 is about $4. So, it's a little cheaper, but still, you're thinking it's not $1.95, it's $4. That's somebody in the back. So you get $4, and that's what you pay for. But so I asked them. I said, "Hey, because I do this with my son when I'm out here. Hey, can I have a half Coke Zero and half um, root beer?" And the girl says, "No." What the fuck? No, we can't do that. I mean, we don't do that. We can't do that. Huh? Why not? So I said, why not? We just don't do that. I said, well, okay, can you explain why? I'll let you talk to my manager. Talk to the manager. Blah 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 blah. Because you got the plexiglass or plastic, and then they got their face mask, and I got my face mask, so I can't really understand shit. so so the manager who got a little bit sweaty, maybe he's just a little sweaty anyway. So he says, "We can't do. We'll do it this time, sir, but we can't. We're not supposed to do it. So why not?" He says, "Well, it's already been accounted for." Well, what do you mean it's already been accounted for? Well, it's like every single drop of friggin' Coke Zero has been accounted for. Thinking, huh? So they can't. So if you buy a large, they've accounted for that size, and their accounting has already done all the shit that, like, when they put the syrup, you're supposed to get like 200 large drinks. So when somebody orders half half large of Coke Zero, it throws the freaking numbers off, and people start going crazy. And I'm going, no, it's not me. They start going crazy. Why? Why did we make more money on this on this on this syrup? And that can't happen. No, no, we will resist. And and then why are we short on root beer? That's what he was trying to say. That they can't do that. That it's allowed. But in reality, I was going to ask him, well, gee, do you account for, like, you put too much damn dice sometimes that I hardly have any soda in that drink? No. And then, no, he's bullshitting. He's bullshitting. They just don't want to give you what you want. They just want to give you Coke. Like when I went to Enchanted Kingdom in Laguna, I said, I want to have the hot dog with a drink. She gives me a Coke. I said, well, I want a Sprite. You can't have a Sprite. Why not? That's what comes with a drink. I said, huh? I said, it says hot dog with a drink. And she says, yeah, and it's a Coke. What the fuck? So I can't have a root beer, an orange. I have to have a Coke. What if I don't like Coke? You still get a Coke. Unbelievable. These guys are like freaking, they're not even AIs. They're like freaking robots. They have no room to think. It's just, it's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, it's almost like a bad movie for a bad fascist movie. Everything's like, we gotta do what we're told. We have to do what we're told. We can't give you Coke Zero and half beer. Anyway, how did I get into that subject? So anyway, yeah, Philippine Airlines, please improve your service. Maybe your food, or I don't know. Uh, I don't. Only reason why I took Philippine Airlines because it was the only sure bet that would go to the Philippines. So anyway, I got on the flight, 12 hours. Well, actually, before that, so we're sitting on the plane. We're crammed like sardines in the back, and nobody's in the freaking front, or I mean, in the middle. A couple of business class people in the business section, I think maybe. And so we're crammed there, and then the captain goes on the speaker. He does uh, the this is Captain blah blah blah. We will blah blah blah, and he says we will be sitting here for 30 minutes in the runway because of our flight. He says it's only going to take us 12 hours, 12 and a half hours to get there. He says we're going to get there too early, and they get penalized, I guess, for coming in too early. Okay. So I mean, I guess it just makes sense that there are like thousands of flights that fly into LAX or all over the world, but during COVID. But anyway, I just said, no, okay, fine. So we sat there for 30 minutes because we didn't want to get in too early. Wow. Wow. A plane that comes in early is a bad thing, I guess. So we sat there and the flight takes off. A little bit of turbulence, not as much turbulence as going to the Philippines. That was hellaciously. That was really scary. Uh, and maybe I'm just getting older, but the turbulence just seemed longer. But by the time I took out my phone to do a video of how turbulent it was, that turbulence stopped. So anyway, the flight was pretty much uneventful. I'm sitting next to two women, pretty quiet. Didn't have to jockey for elbow room. Everybody was well mannered, I think. And so we touched down LAX. It was about 5:40 maybe. So and the process is phenomenal. You get off the plane, you deplane, you are herded towards single file into immigration, and somehow I think you have to be a dick to be working for immigration because I mean, not all of them are dicks, but this guy was somewhat of a dick. So I say, hey, how are you doing? When I get to the line, it's like, I guess he didn't want to hear that. There's passport. I give him my U.S. passport, and then I give him the Philippine passport. Says, what are you doing? I says, well, I'm a dual citizen. I just want to give you both passports. Says, well, in the United States, there's no such thing as dual citizen. Okay, no shit. So you're the immigration officer. So he just wants to be really condescending. Okay. So I said, well, I just did this in the Philippines, and they took it, and they stamped him, and I said, but I do the same thing. He says, no. I think he stamped him anyway. He says, all right, step over there. I said, and then he says, mask on. I says, take the mask off, and the glasses off, and everything. Then takes pictures. Step forward, takes pictures, and then then I said, then I said something sarcastic. I said, see, I take orders really well. So, so this is all right. Next, he goes, which is like 2 minute process, right? Maybe less than that. That's next. So I go, thank you very much, sir. Have a Merry Christmas. Just Happy New Year to you. And I said, you too. And just walk out, dickhead. And that's for you, Mr. Sales, fat ass. Anyway, so I get off immigration. Oh, thank you. You know Mr. Sales from immigration, huh? Yeah, he's a dumbass. Well, it's a fat ass that just sits there. Anyway, yeah, these guys they have something up their ass. Maybe that was what the thumbs up was. It's like he had his thumb up his ass. Thanks. So anyway, I go through immigration, which is actually like really quick. I had a chance to go take a leak, and then off to the bags. Oh, hello, Miss Cello Alta. How are you? Hello. I hope you are having a good day. I think somebody had been trying to call you. Anyway, so I go through immigration. I go through immigration, and and then I get my luggage. So there's this guy, and I don't know. Maybe I'm a little irritable because I didn't get that much sleep. My butt was hurting. I don't know. For some strange reason, this is the first time my butt was hurting on a flight. I think they gave me the seat that didn't have any cushion, so my tailbone was rubbing on the the hard part. On the hard part. Ooh, okay. She's Miss Cielo Alta's gonna call me later. Okay. Wow. Big fan. So anyway, I sit on the anyway. Yeah, I guess I'm irritable because I sat on a very hard seat. So I'm on the carousel looking for my luggage. When this guy, is probably about 6 feet, 5'10", 6 feet, about 100, 200 pounds. And he's waiting for his luggage, and he takes his mask off, does this shit, and puts his mask back on, and guess what he does? So every time a bag passes by with his index finger, which he just did this shit, starts touching the bags. I said, hey, yo. I said, don't be touching bags that aren't yours. Oh, shoot. Is that him? That was my LED light. My LED light sucks. I just got home and I haven't been able to set it up. So I said, hey, don't touch bags that aren't yours. Kind of looks at me. Oh, shit. Fell again. I'll leave it there. So, kind of looks spooky. So anyway, what? Stay up there. Like ghost is here. So anyway, so I told him, said, hey, don't touch people's bags. Oh, anyway. So took a while, but my bag came in, my first bag. Grab it, pull it up. I said, oh shit, this is too light. What's in this thing? Throw it in the cart. A few minutes later, I see my other bag. Pick it up a little heavier, throw it in there, throw my other bag. I walk out. After I do a generous hand washing, I walk out. Oh, another pet peeve is why the freaking hell do people have overweight luggages that they can't carry, and then like they're struggling on the carousel, and then they're looking like, oh, whoa, is it help me, like, And so this person next to me was like that. It's like, I'm thinking, why the fuck did you pack a luggage that you can't even carry? So anyway, I helped her. Yeah, stupid idiot. So I sanitized my hands on the way out with my luggage on the cart, and I walk out, and I'm thinking, where do I go? Where's like USDA? Where's like customs? They're nowhere to be found. Well, actually, they're there. They're standing there. They're standing guard. But you just walk through. You get your bag and you walk out. I'm thinking, what the, I guess they they didn't have security in the Philippines that they don't have to check. So yeah, that's that. And then I had to go to Flyway, and then I had to deal with this woman who actually was like, oh, okay, very passive aggressive. Anyway, I was trying to give her my bag, and it was sideways. I was trying to help her. You need to, huh? What? You need to stand up your bag. I go, oh, okay. So I stand up the bag, and she actually hurls it in the back of the, under in the luggage bay of the bus, and yeah. So it's just social distancing, and I think she is a frustrated stewardess because she stops the bus, stands there. Welcome to the LAX shuttle, and which will be departing in about 35. Which we will be leaving in a few minutes. It'll take 35 minutes to get to blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden, I guess she notices the guy wasn't wearing a mask. Sir, can you put your mask on, please, for me, please? Waits a few minutes. Dead silence. Yeah, I guess the guy puts his mask on. It's very effective. So anyway, so I get on to so we go home on the bus, uneventful. There's a little kid in the back, pretty cute. I think it's probably 5 or 6 or 7 years old. She's talking to her mom, and she says, Mom, you're gonna have to teach me how to wash my hair. Okay, little girl. She says, because she says, all I know how to do is wash my body. I go, it's just too much. It's just too much information, little kid. And and she says, I can't reach the bottom of my hair. And that's how quiet the bus was. You can just hear the mom and daughter talk. And then there's some other white guys as well. The number is like 671. I'm like, huh? Is that dad? I guess it's not dad. But it's yeah, it's a cute little white girl. So anyway, so then we get to Van Nuys Flyaway, and there's a guy that like unloads all of the bags, and I'm standing like I'm behind him, and he just puts everything on one side. It's like, huh? It's like he doesn't even like fan it out. It's just like one place. People grab them. So anyway, so I do that, and so they scan my ticket. And luckily, I get it scanned, and it's fine. So I went to the Philippines in part to get my keys that have a remote. So I got them home. I got them, but and I went to go look for my car, which I remember parking in the structure on the fourth floor. So I take the elevator, pushing my 3 bags, luggages, and I go to the fourth floor of the parking structure, and my car's not there. I said, "What? Fourth floor?" I said 4C is where I parked. I said, somebody steal my car? So I go on the third floor. I said, third floor? I said, I know I parked high up. Maybe it's the fifth floor. The fourth floor and the fifth floor are freaking empty parking lots. And I said, I don't remember. So I go back on the fourth. No cars. I said, somebody told my car. I said, is there a limit on how long you can park on the flyway? Questioning, scratching my head, not literally. So I go to the third floor, still not there. So there's like this Prius and another Prius, and I said, I remember. So I said, let me go every single floor. I went to the 4, 5, 4, 3. I went to the second floor. It's there. My car is on the second floor. I said, son of a bitch, what's it doing on the second floor? I guess I parked on the second floor. So I go to my car. I have to dig for my keys. So I finally find the keys, and the key works. It opens my car. So I throw my luggage in there, and then I leave. And then I try to look for the slot where you pay for your ticket. And I've had it there for 23 days. So I leave the parking structure to go park just briefly, double park, and couldn't find a place to go double park. It's all for disabled. So I just parked anywhere, and I put my blinkers on, my hazard lights on, and I run in there and I pay for my ticket, and it says credit card or cash. I put the card in, takes the card. I put my payment, which is a credit card. Now it spits it out. Not accepted. Paying cash. No, paying cash. I don't have any cash. Just got back from vacation. I don't have $118. Just $118, by the way. Shit, that's a lot of money for just freaking parking. Yeah, but it's cheaper than Uber on the way home. So I said, screw this. I'm going to go to the next machine. I take my credit card and my ticket. I put my ticket in. I put my credit card. Payment not accepted. Paying cash. Oh shit! I don't have cash. What am I gonna do? I said, well, why don't I try another credit card? Try credit card. Spits it out. I said, what the? I said, this isn't funny. I said, I don't have cash. So I go back to the first machine, and luckily it accepts Visa, MasterCard, and American Express. I try American Express. It accepts the payment. I said, oh shit, I get to go. Hit receipt if you would like a receipt. So I get that and I get the receipt, go to my car, and then I go out. I go in the first stall, I guess, or the thing that has the arm, the first booth. Put the ticket in. Out of ticket. What do I give a shit if it's out of ticket? I just want you to take my ticket. Out of ticket. Spits it out. Out of ticket. The arm wouldn't go up. I said, son of a bitch. So I back up, go to the next one. Then I'm thinking, I hope you work. I hope you work. So I stick it in. It goes up and I go through. And I get home. Stupid ass next door parks, takes 2 parking spaces in the front of my house. Jackass, move your car. Put in your own freaking space. Anyway, take the luggages out, and I take this one out where my laptop is. It falls over. I said, son of a bitch, because a gust of wind just blew it down. I said, I hope my laptop didn't break or my camera didn't break. So anyway, I go in there. I stick my key in the front door. Won't even go in. It is pretty dark. Try another key. That's not the wrong key. And I put the key, the first key in. It goes in, but it doesn't open. I said, son of a. So I don't have a house key. That's my house key is in my other car key that I used to get in at that I used to drive my car to the flyaway. So I looked through my first bag. It's not there. Look through my second bag. It's not there. Look on my third bag. I said, oh, it's not there. But then I had another little bag in the third bag, and it's in the third bag. I go in, spray everything, cleaned up a little bit, and that's why it took me so long to go live. So why did I go live? I just want to share with you my a little bit of a teaser of what I did the last 23 days. I'm back from the Philippines, but I'm going to upload videos of what it takes or what it took me, and I don't know if it's still pertinent to get to the Philippines. Because, people are getting really frazzled. There's a lot of myths about, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. You're going to get quarantined, or you're going to do this. They're going to stick a red hot poker up your ass. I'm thinking, well, no, it's that's not really. So I hope to illustrate, provide information of what it takes to get to the Philippines and get through it seamlessly like I did. It was not any big deal at all. And also what it was like in the Philippines. So what travel is like, what COVID-19 is like, what some opinions were, some of the things that are going on in the Philippines, things that I did, things that I would do, wouldn't do, do again. But basically, I had an excellent time in the Philippines. It was freaking awesome. Oops, my light fell off again. Uh, even during the COVID-19 pandemic. Oh yeah, that's one thing that you want to do is I don't think they will let you travel for personal reasons. But I put it's for business, and it was, but I didn't finish my business. I couldn't even do it. I might tell you that later why. But you know it's fun. I had a great time in the Philippines. I can't wait to go back. I want to share some videos of little things that I felt were fun in the Philippines. Some of them may be as few as short as like 24 seconds. Some may be as long as like 30 minutes. I might have to like really edit those, but yeah, it's on the way home I find out that LA County advises that if you traveled out of state, they advise you quarantine for about 14 days. I'm supposed to work tomorrow. I'm gonna go to work, and hopefully they'll just say, "Get the hell out of here, go quarantine," and then I'm off for another 14 days at home. But hey, I don't mind. I'll pull weeds. I'll clean the house. I'll scrub the floor. But yeah, so it might be a good time to be uploading videos as well. So that's what I'm gonna talk about. I hope I remember everything that I just said because I'm getting sleepy. I'm getting punched, drunk, tired. Got to get up tomorrow. So I hope you folks found this a little informative or entertaining, or at least maybe piqued your interest. So for now, have a good night, and we'll talk to you later. Bye for now.